92.3, 96.7 The Beat, the Ace Hip Hop and R&B. What's going on, world? I'm Moran, the man, voice heard on Hood Talk with DJ Scream on Hood Rich Radio, and I'm in the presence of some dope artists. Watch the Duck is in the building, or the trailer, or wherever we are. They're here. How y'all living?
What it do? What it do?
Nothing too major. Welcome back to the city. So for the people who are not, familiar with y'all, how about y'all introduce yourselves to the people that everybody know about y'all?
Okay, well, first of all, we all watch the Duck,
Hey, turn up.
and we're originally, from Montgomery, Alabama. With respect to Atlanta, Georgia, because I gotta call Atlanta our second home because we launched Watch the Duck from Atlanta, Georgia, from East Atlanta, Moreland Ave, to be exact. Because we just always love this city, so like doing the show is like a homecoming for us.
Word.
It's like it's no place like home. It's no place like the South. Ain't no place like Bama. Ain't no place like Georgia.
Facts.
And, me and my partner, like we family. We've been doing this thing for a minute. We just kind of trying to like
Facts.
we're not trying to. We are pushing the boundaries of music and our culture. So
Absolutely.
That's what we about.
I like that, our culture. I like how you put that out there. And it's true when you say y'all have ties to Atlanta because, y'all got the joint with Nick Grant that, they did this thing. And it's good to see that y'all really like to show love. But I got to say it's dope that y'all are also putting on for Alabama because when it comes to music, y'all don't really have a lot of people representing y'all. God bless the dead. We had Dobie. God bless the dead. But, it's really
You
good.
were supposed to make it. You were supposed to make it, though, B. But it's like, it's because the thing about Montgomery is like, it's like the perfect place to grow up. You know what I mean? But it's a very small town.
Okay.
So Montgomery has a lot of talent, and we're all over the world, but we have to leave in order to do what we got to do sometimes. And Atlanta just embraced us, because like a lot of times, like in our culture, if you put on for a place that you're not from, it's almost like you're not embraced.
Right.
So the reason why like we'll forever love Atlanta is because Atlanta didn't treat us like stepchildren, even though we from Alabama. Like Atlanta, like we had to tell people that we wasn't from Atlanta because the people was really claiming us like that. So it was just like, man, it was we've always appreciated that. So anytime we get a chance to come to ATL or perform or do anything, we gonna show up fast.
Show up and show out. Don't be nervous. Go ahead, man.
Man, ditto, man. He said,
You said it?
He said it.
Cool. Hey, that's cool. So this has been an interesting ride for y'all. How do y'all take in all of y'all success up to this point?
To the next level,
Mm-hmm.
we're our hardest critic.
Okay.
Like we feel like what we've been making musically in the past has been kind of like, how the fashion world has couture.
I'm not gonna act like I know everything
Yeah,
about
yeah,
fashion. Like so, couture.
It's like we feel like we've been in the past making our version of couture. Basically, it's like that extra flamboyant shit that got your fingerprint on it
Okay.
to let people know that you here and that you come in with something that you're gonna push the boundaries.
Yeah.
I feel like we figured out now the rack version of that for us. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Which I think is really cool because now the music we're making, one is all love songs.
Yeah.
But it's love songs that you can party to.
Right.
So like think of Baby making party music.
I mean, that's what we need right now. So much hate in the world.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and we go where our moods take us. You know what I mean? Like
So-
and the feeling, it felt like we needed some songs like that. And what we got in Jesse's voice, that's like, I kind of feel like we bottled something up from like the 60s and 70s. And
I'd agree with
and
that, 'cause-
froze it and then unthawed it now.
Right.
And so if anybody could do it, we could do it with his voice, and it's so authentic, and it just happened, man. We didn't I'll be honest, like I'm not gonna say like it was some devious plan or something. We weren't like, we gonna make it just happen. We was in the
Word.
studio, we was actually cutting out of one of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis old studios in LA.
Okay.
Which at the time we did not know that was their old studio. So again, no plan. And it just started coming out. So I think they left something in the vibe of the room that ended up coming out, and it's just smooth. We're really excited about this new body of work, though.
Good. I'm happy for y'all. And going back to y'all sound, one thing that I really do feel like, it's like y'all and Bruno Mars. It's like y'all studied. Clearly y'all took the time to figure out a sound, but y'all went back to something old, but y'all made it new. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
important to do that to make it ours.
Right.
Like we're fans, man. We're fans
clearly.
of music first.
Clearly.
We won't even to be like, man, if Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis was cutting records on like Janet Jackson or Lionel Richie right now. And today with today's sounds and everything, what would that feel like?
I mean, what would Jimmy? Let's take it a step further. What would that sound like? Could you picture them using Fruity Loops?
Oh my God!
Using
Actually,
Ableton.
no.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Actually, if I'm gonna just keep it real. If I walked in the room and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis was losing Fruity Loops, I would be disappointed. That's just me. That's just me. I'm a little, but nonetheless, I will say this though on that. I love the time we in now.
Right.
People are taking whatever they have and they making it work though.
Using what
you know
you
what
got.
I mean? Like
Yep.
like people. I heard about a dude making an album in the Apple Store. You know, like, and I'm proud of all of that because people are not letting anything hold them back. So that's the good thing I love about these times, you know.
Dope.
But yeah, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, I want to see them with some mood boards and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like gods to me in the sense of what they were able to do with chords, the moods, but they still kept us moving though. You know what I mean? Like it was just. Like that's just beautiful, you know.
Yeah. And that makes sense too because one thing, the fact that y'all create off of mood is good because that just lets me know whatever y'all make, if you're in a good mood, this is what it's gonna sound like. If you're upset about something, that's what it's gonna sound like. So let's start back again with the top. The name, Watch the Duck. Not to be, discreet, but it sounds like what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Where did that name come from? How did y'all come? Like, what was it that was y'all like? I don't know, playing duck hunt and said, you know what? That's our name. Like, where did the name Watch?
Yeah, I'm about to say I wish it was that simple, but now we way too deep for that. So it was, it came from is everybody sees a duck paddling on top of the water,
okay,
but nobody pays attention to how hard his feet have to work so he can stay afloat. Like in a sense, Watch the Duck was an inside joke between us because just us being in the industry. Like at the time, we were kind of like shadow guys. Like we worked for people. Like we were helping people get their talent and their ideas out,
right?
But behind the scene. So we would watch people work and be a part of leading that charge on working for a week with no sleep just to impress people for an hour and a half.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then when you go home, we still got to sit here and clean this shit up too. So for us, it was like Watch the Duck was like, don't nobody want to pay attention to the hard work. Everybody just want to see the duck goddamn swim.
Facts.
Everybody just want to believe that it happens by magic. Nobody wants to acknowledge the fact that it took a lot of work and a lot of stress to do this. And I think that's the music industry. Like we all have to present ourselves as though we woke up like this.
Yeah,
but,
that's unfortunate, but it's true.
But you didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not a shot. Don't nobody. I know how Twitter works. Stop. I'm just using a reference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just you don't like you work your ass off so you can wake up like this one day. You write a million songs so that you do a million beats so that you can say, I did that beat in 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, because you did a whole lot of other beats that took you 40 days. You know what I'm saying? So you can do it instantly.
Facts.
It's like that's where Watch the Duck came from. Like I told you, I wish it was that cool. Because if you get me to talking, it's gonna get deep. But that's really where it came from. And to us, it was funny as hell. Like when we put out Popping Off, one of our first singles, we had to call ourselves something. We couldn't say, oh, man, it's just Eddie and Jesse, man. We homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was like, yo, so what's y'all group name? And we was like, well, first of all, we not a group. Let's get that straight. We not a group.
Like not a group.
We a collective. We're like minds who like to work together. But to answer your question, what we want to call ourselves, Watch the Duck. And then we bust out laughing. So we put it up there. So it wasn't, to us, it was like we always say stuff like, deep in the shallows, because like you can put a deep message in the deep end of a pool, but people will miss it because everybody can't swim.
That's real.
Everybody when you go
that's
to
a bar.
When you go to a pool
that's
party,
like a bar, bro. That's what you just said. Like that's a bar. What you
like,
just
if
said.
you
That
put
was
a
a bar.
message in the deep end of a pool, like a lot of people gonna miss it. Everybody can't swim.
Fat. Yeah, nah. Like
everybody can't do it.
Right. That's true.
But everybody, you just want to play in the shallow end.
Yeah.
So you put that same message in the shallow end, and more people, just by luck of numbers, are going to stumble upon it as they're having a good time.
Right. Sometimes you got to put the candy in the medicine.
And I kind of feel like that's what music is. Like we have to push. All of us are pushing culture forward. All of us are sending communication to one another. Like, yo, you don't have to do this. You can do this.
Right.
You can believe in yourself. You can be whoever you want to do.
Right.
But don't nobody want to listen to none of that. They can't have a good time to it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because don't nobody want to be preached to. I know I don't. I'm gonna get up and leave the room.
That's real. Because one thing about y'all is like, y'all music really does embody like real good times, like that kid and play house party, dancing, having a good
it's not a
time.
game.
And I really just feel like music, unfortunately, is missing that. So how do y'all feel knowing that y'all really are a part of that renaissance, bringing that type of feel of music back?
Blessed. It's the only word I can say, because the only thing you don't want to be is not a part of a conversation. You know what I mean? Because, like, honestly, when it comes to music right now, and I really want people to hear what I'm about to say, I like everybody. Whether I like your music or not, like, there are people that are out right now who, man, I don't like every song. I'm not going to sit here in front. But I like 1 or 2 songs. But what I mostly like is what people are standing for right now.
Right.
Like, everybody is standing for individuality right now.
Facts.
Like, we don't have a scenario where it's like there's a rap starter kit or there's an R&B sexy flexy nigga starter kit.
Right.
Like, it's just about, is your shit dope?
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we've been, like, man, I've been pushing for that my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, just to be able to be yourself. Like, I'm not going to go into detail because I know we have listeners from all different walks of life, but you know what I'm kind of insinuating.
Yeah.
We got rules in our culture. You know, rules that, to be honest, were made to be broken.
Yeah.
But for some reason, we've been following them for way too long.
It's true.
And, like, right now, I just feel like we're living in a time where everybody is like, fuck your rule book, man. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And if you ain't fucking with it, then you ain't cool.
That's real.
And I love that voice.
That's
Whether
real.
I jam with your music or not, I'll support you on that.
That's real. You got to think about it.
So I'm happy to be a part of that conversation.
And it's good. Like, the fact that y'all are part of the conversation is good because you got to really think. Like, just 10, 15 years ago, skateboarding wasn't cool. You know, like, just 10 years ago, being black and being able to play the guitar wasn't cool. So
just speaking correct English was not cool, because it's like, why you not talking like us? You know, it's like it goes to so many levels, and it's like, I just feel like we're finally in an era where people are smart enough to not get fooled by the okie doke.
Right.
Like, we all just want our voices to be heard, and like that's why we started doing what we did. Like when we put up Popping Off, they were songs that as we were making them, we liked them, but our initial thought was, man, I don't know if motherfuckers gonna get this.
And that's always how it is. That's exactly what they always say. That's how it be. Like, it's always the one or the two or whatever. The one that the artist ain't feeling usually is the one that takes off.
But
like,
then that's why you can't be a hypocrite. You gotta be like, man, nah, I can't project my fears onto my audience. Like, I gotta believe that they're moving forward just like I'm moving forward.
Right.
They gonna like it.
That's
We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna keep doing what's true to us and put it out. And then we're gonna show up and turn that motherfucker out when we come.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, tell us. Leave this goddamn show. But if not, turn the fuck up and shake your ass for us.
That's real.
And you
man.
can quote that.
And we will. So, you know, like I said, we've talked about y'all journey. We've talked about, you know, the music that y'all made, how y'all got to this point. Who are some of y'all inspirations? Who have influenced Watch the Duck?
Oh man, we can sit here for an hour.
I'm with it.
Keep it short. I'm gonna keep it short.
Your shirt says a lot.
We can start there.
Oh,
like
man,
this Outkast. Make sure y'all get a shot of that. Honestly, Outkast gave us a voice, because you gotta understand, being from the Southeast, man, and at that particular time period, the East Coast was just tearing it up. Like, if it wasn't New York, it wasn't hip hop. So at that time, Outkast came out and told a story that felt like my story.
Right.
That felt like, oh, they from a neighborhood like I'm from. They talk like I talk. They do the things that we do. They hang out like we hang out. You know, and that gave us hope. But the sounds was like, we got stories of just like having players ball, just running the instrumental, and all of us just around the table trying to freestyle to it. I'm gonna say trying to, but trying to freestyle to it. But it was just so liberating, man. So that's one.
Word.
That's like the one
That's
that
a big
showed
one.
us that was like, oh, this can be done.
Word.
The sounds that I'm hearing in my head all day, every day aren't so weird anymore.
Word.
Now, if we use them like this, so it's cool knowing, and it's even cool talking to the Dungeon fam and knowing that they down with what we doing. But them, I'm gonna go back though, Lionel Richie,
Okay.
the original Alabama boy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Marvin Gaye, and the first person to ever make me want to do music in life was Prince.
Wow.
The
God
first
bless
movie,
the dead. God
the
bless
first
the dead.
movie my mama ever let me watch was Purple Rain, the first R-rated movie. Let me say that. Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Facts.
I hit puberty quick because of that movie now, but way before I was supposed to. But anyway, before that part. Like it was that like just I don't know. It was something about that movie that just I knew right then. I was dumb young. Like I couldn't even go to the kitchen to make my own. Like I was really really young, but I understood what I was watching, and I was just like, yeah, I got to do whatever he's doing. I have to do that. I got to do something in that. So I'll the Smiths. I can get with Daft Punk.
Oh yeah.
I can go a lot of different places, man. At Justice, there's times where things just in Dr. Dre, there are things where just things intersected at the same time. Like if Dr. Dre was doing that over there, and then we heard Justice over here, to me it felt like the same thing. I was like, oh my God, they're just like that's Dr. Dre, and this is like Dr. Dre on meth, and so it all felt right to me. So,
right,
man, it's just. All of that was just dope. And then the Smiths, that lead singer voice, man, and just remind, I people that got personality voices to where, how sometimes now you listen and you don't know who's rapping or singing. Like at that time, man, people had voices to where that fingerprint was in the voice.
You know who it was. You know Michael.
You never asked a question. To this day, if it come on, you'll get put out of room if you be like, who is that? You be like, man, you don't get out of here. So it's yeah, man. All of those people. I'm gonna stop right there.
Okay. And those are all notable people and all worthy people, and that all makes sense for y'all sound as a whole. So I'm good with that. Yeah. Now off camera, speaking of Outkast, we had a conversation about albums, and I said, because this is an ATLiens shirt, I said that ATLiens is their best album lyrically. That's what I said.
That's tough, boss.
And I've never.
Okay. ATLiens had the singles. They had the singles. I'm not gonna lie, but man, when you start thinking about Return of the Gangster,
Facts.
Chunky Fire, man, even. Yo, they went spoken word, but the spoken word on Spotty was so hard.
Yeah, it was hard, but
Mama Sita,
Bro, come on, like this me. Some
Liberation?
of the yes, but like this the thing. Like some of the verses on ATLiens, I really feel like you can hear without the beat. Like for me on Aquemini, it's like music matters.
Yeah.
But whatever Organized Noise was on during that Aquemini era, whatever they was on, like those beats really pushed those words.
Yeah, they did. And each one of them was there. It's hard, man, because okay, this is what I love. This is why Outkast is important to me, because it's hard with their albums.
Right.
Because
Facts.
each album is its own journey.
Facts.
They never went to be like, all right, what we did last time. All right, let's do that again. Not one time did you get the same album twice and that's a good thing. Like each one of them was just a new piece, and you could put it on today. Like if those albums came out brand new today, they'll still bang.
They will.
They was that far ahead. So I also want to take this time to say, Andre, put records out.
Please.
I'm just gonna call it out. We out here starving.
We are.
We need Andre 3K. I know you cooking them. We talked to Ken, your engineer. We know they cooking. We talked to KP. We know you got them. Put them out.
We need some Andre 3000
so,
cross watch the duck.
Please air this part.
Got you.
I'm gonna start wearing free Andre 3K song shirts, and I'm gonna start selling them. to make matters even worse, I'm gonna sell them.
I'm right there with you, man.
Just I'm serious. Like we gotta like I don't know where y'all were, but that time when I heard that Frank Ocean album, and I'm just chilling, I'm having a good time. Frank Ocean album crazy, and out of nowhere comes this verse over this piano. I lost my shit.
I believe it.
It was the hardest verse of the year. He drops a verse every 2 years.
Facts.
And it be the hardest verse that year.
Facts.
That solo reprise, you gotta just study it. The stuff he said. Anyway, I'm done. I'm just because Outkast is like put the album out. Give us a single. Give us an EP. I take an extended long version of one song
with a loop.
And just put and the instrumental and the acapella. Can we get that?
I'm laughing because it's not a joke.
I'm dead
That's
serious.
What's so funny about it. It's dead ass serious.
But everybody around him that we know this. Like that's all we ever talk about.
Word.
Yeah, we like, yo, put it out.
I want to be successful. But I also want an Outkast album. Don't get me wrong. Like I want Grammys. Like I want to be everywhere. I want to be huge, and an Outkast album. But anyway, let's talk about something else.
Cool. No, it's all good. So, y'all have done a lot up to this point. What is next for Watch the Duck? What is next for y'all?
Well, right now, man, more music. Just more content. Like, there'll be music, but it's more or less a conversation.
Okay.
Because that's really the biggest thing about us. Like, all our music is very conversational. It's whatever mode we're living in right now, or what message we're trying to get out. So this mood, pause, it's about love. And I only say pause just because whatever. But really, it's all types of love.
Right.
You know, you got to, just because the internet.
Yeah.
Fuck the internet, okay? But you have to. You do. You have to. Thank you. I love the internet, but fuck y'all. But so it's just more so about love. It's, you know, love of your friends, like your partners, the people who really pulled you through. So like the first single that we'll be releasing October 27th.
Okay, that's
It's
right around the
called
corner.
Friends. Friends Only. And it's more so just that, friends only. Like, no fuck boys allowed. You know what I mean? Because like right now I feel like, and I'm gonna say this real quick, but I feel like the word like fuck boy, fuck, you know, all that, it's just a cool phrase nowadays.
Yeah.
But honestly, like when I was dumb young, those were fighting words. Like if you call somebody a fuck boy, like my only response is I gotta hit you in the mouth.
Word.
You know what I mean? So when we say that, it's like you're really not a part of our club. Like you're really just, all of my people around me, we have history.
Right.
You know, even if you're new, you did something, you fought your way into my crew. Even if I only known you for like 3 months.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my boy standing next to you, we ain't gotta put him on camera. But like you fight your way in. Because that's how I know I can respect you and I can trust you.
Right. I respect that.
Then we're gonna come behind that like with a song called There You Are. And that's a love song. Obviously it's about romantic love, but it's also about like, you know, it's about a lot of reasons. I hate when writers talk about the reason why they wrote their songs, so I'm not gonna give it all away.
Okay.
But it's more so just about if you've ever been in love or if you've ever longed to really care about somebody and that person is with you and then they're not with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you miss them so much that you almost get like a visceral reaction. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of open your eyes and you can see them even though they're not there.
Yeah.
Thank God for FaceTime.
Right.
So every song on the album is some form of love because I just feel like we just feel like love is something that's missing right now.
I
You know,
agree.
like we're all pimps, we all hardcore, we all ain't got no feelings and we ain't got no time when we getting that money. But at the end of the day, when we go home, all of us are just human beings who just really want to be loved. You know, and it's not just always like let's go on a date. Sometimes it's just you just want to be around people who you can get money with, but you know got your best interest at heart.
Right.
Like
Right.
if I need $5, the person that'll give me 10. Like I
Right.
just said on the stage, like your real day ones. So that's really like what's next. And we're just gonna shoot a bunch of visuals for it and just kind of start the conversation to kind of like bring y'all into our world.
Right.
We've been working on it for a while, just trying different stuff, but now we're just kind of ready to roll it all out.
That's dope. That's dope. So, y'all make music. Y'all are in a great position because of hard work, dedication. What is some advice Watch the Duck can give to whoever that's out there trying to come up? I want to make music. I want to play instruments. I want to make videos. I want to get my sound out there.
Oh,
What
man,
is
that's
some-
easy.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna quote the great philosopher 2 Chainz.
Hey.
Believe in yourself. Who else gonna believe in you? Who else gonna believe in you? I'm gonna say it again. Who else gonna believe in you? Believe in yourself. That's my only advice.
Word.
I mean, I did all that. Just go, first and foremost, make sure you love it. Because what you seeing, that what he was talking about with the Watch the Duck, like the don't let the videos fool you. It's not all just cars and women and fun times. Like the 10,000 hours is real.
Facts.
But that's okay. It's actually cool to try. It's actually cool to give a fuck. You don't have to be no fucks given. You can care about something.
Right.
So if you care about it,
Bars.
go hard, man. Like take the criticisms and tweak your stuff. Take some, listen in. If you hear something 5 or 6 times, there's something to it. You might need to tweak this, tweak
Word.
that. So, but put the time in. The time, you need that time, man. So more than anything, just stick to it. You'll know if you love it if you're willing to stick to it. If you get bored or if it gets hard and you don't feel like doing it, you should quit. The best thing you could do for yourself is quit.
Okay.
Yeah, quit. It is not the life for you.
Word. That's real. Well, thank you. No, hey, that's
You heard me, kids.
Hey, don't-
Quit.
Hey, no, but he also gave a reason for why. He didn't say quit because it's hard and you can't get past it.
Like fantasy is not funny.
Right,
That's what I'm saying. Only the truth is funny. That shit's true. That's why it's so funny.
right.
Because for real, if you don't really like it, man, it's gonna be hard. I'm telling you, like dreaming about riches and it's not enough. You gotta love this shit, bro.
Mhm.
You gotta love it.
Mhm.
Anyway, what's up, man? What's up?
Nah, it's all good. Y'all really dropping gems. Y'all dropping bars. I really feel like we are in a good space with this interview. So, as far as Watch the Duck goes, for anybody who's never heard of Watch the Duck, where can they find y'all? Where can they find y'all music? Where can the people get connected to Watch the Duck?
Everything Watch the Duck, because nowadays it's just social media. So if you go on
Word.
Spotify, Watch the Duck.
Watch it.
And it's not cool spelling. It's grammatically correct. Watch the duck. Now you got to say that because we black. Because people think, oh, watch the duck. I said, no, it's just like it is in the dictionary. Watch the duck. Like the animal. Yes, like the animal. So, and no spaces.
None.
No spaces between the words. Just watch the duck. So if you go on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, anything, watch the duck.
There it is. I'm Moran the man. 92.3, 96.7 The Beat. Watch the Duck. We out.
Peace.